3 ways to better decisions. First one is step number 2, step number 3.
Where are we going?
We're either going to Celebration or Disney Springs. Where do you want to go?
I want to go, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, let's go to Celebration. Let's go.
Three ways to better decisions. Hey, what's up? This is Pete Scott here, sales and business mentor for the 1% and the founder of the world's fastest growing sales community, the Sales Solution Academy. So today's video, I am live from the beautiful Celebration in Orlando. And the only reason why I can be here and enjoy this for the second time this year, because my girlfriend and I were here in March as well, we've come back in July, is because we've made a decision to be here. But not just one decision. Every single day we are making a number of decisions, and whatever life you live today, it is a result of all of the decisions that you've made throughout your entire life. And a lot of people don't think about this, and if they do, they don't necessarily think about it in enough depth. So what I want to do in this video is give you some real tangible things that you can implement into your life straight away. And if you follow this through, and if you take action, you will be able to move in the direction that you want and feel more in control in your life, instead of feeling like life is pushing you in a direction that you don't want to go. So before I go into these three ways of how to make better decisions, let's just take a step back and understand the psychology of decision making and how it has a much more direct impact in your life than most people care to believe. Well, the first thing to know is that all decisions compound. In fact, write this down. If you don't have a notepad and pen, write it in the comment section below. All decisions compound, and usually bad decisions will lead to more bad decisions, and those bad decisions end up leading to more bad decisions. So you end up with this descending spiral, and that's why people are either going up in life or they are going down. But the good news is, if you flip this on its head and you move from the passenger seat of the decisions that you make in your life into the driver's seat, and you start focusing on the decisions that you make and why you make them without getting analysis paralysis. You go ahead, you make that decision, and you say, hey, this will make my life better. Then those decisions start to compound as well. We've been conditioned to believe, especially with today's society, that it's all about the big win. That's why people buy lottery tickets. That's why they want to make a lot of money very quickly. But what they don't realize is that the people who are truly successful in anything, it is months, if not years, if not decades of small decisions that all add up. I'm a firm believer that destiny is in our hands, and sure, there are certain things that will happen to you in your life, and that's fair enough, that happens to all of us. But at the same time though, you can greatly influence your life through the decisions that you make. But the first thing to know is that all decisions compound. The second thing to know, and this is before I even go into the 3 ways that you can make better decisions. The second thing to know is that people who have a greater accountability for their decisions are rewarded more greatly in life too. So think about it this way. If a receptionist in a job makes a bad decision, well, the chances are the result of her or his bad decision will be that that company will need a new receptionist, or that company may fall behind one day on its business. But the chances are it's not going to even close to destroy the business. And this is why an entry-level role like a receptionist role won't be rewarded in their pay. However, if you think about a CEO or a director of a company, why are they paid a lot more money? In fact, they might be paid millions of dollars per year just to do their job. And you may look at that person and say, well, they don't even seem to do a lot of work. You know, they're in meetings most of the time, or they're traveling, but why are they paid $250,000 a year? Why are they paid $2 million a year? I'm speaking in dollars because I'm in the US. Well, the reason for it is not necessarily because of the extra work that that person puts in, but it's because of the outcome and of the decisions that that individual makes. You see, if a CEO makes a bad decision, it may destroy an entire company. It may make front page of the news, and it may destroy even a whole, or disrupt an entire industry. But if that CEO makes a fantastic decision, it can be responsible for that company making another $10 billion that year. Who knows, right? But I want you to know this. In life, you are rewarded for the decisions that you make. But most people, in fact, not most people, every person tends to like to only make decisions within their comfort zone. You have your comfort zone. It's what you've built. I don't need to go into comfort zones. I'm sure you know about comfort zones already. And at the moment, I want you to challenge yourself and ask, the decisions that you're making, are they within your comfort zone? Because most people, their decisions are within their comfort zone. And the reason why I know this is because I remember making a marketing decision back in 2010, and it was when I believe Facebook just started doing paid ads. And I remember thinking at the time, I was like, shall I spend £50 on Facebook advertising? And I held back and I thought about it, and it felt like this really massive decision, and it really felt outside of my comfort zone, because £50 back then to me was a lot of money. My psychology around my money beliefs were that, just chucking £50 at something in the hope that I get some leads come in was a really big deal. So my comfort zone for making money decisions was like this back in 2010. Yet in 2017, I made a decision in less than 15 minutes where we spent over £20,000 in marketing. And it was a no-brainer, because I knew by spending that money on marketing that even if we didn't make the money back, although you should make your money back and ×3 at least in marketing, if not ×2, then you should be getting the awareness. And so for me, it was a no-brainer. But a £20,000 decision, you might say, well, Pete, it's different because maybe in 2017 you had the money to do that, where in 2010 you didn't. Well, having the money in your account or your business account may contribute to that, but mostly it comes down to your psychology, and there's a reason for it. Decision making is like muscles. I talked about this in a previous video when I talked about confidence. I said that building up your confidence is like building up your muscles. The same with decision making as well. If you never do anything outside of your decision making comfort zone, you never stretch your decision making muscles. So what I want you to think about is how you go about your decisions right now. Are they in your comfort zone, or are they outside of your comfort zone? Because if you're just making decisions within your comfort zone, then you're going to stay in your current decision making level. But it's only by making those decisions that stretch you a little bit that makes the profound difference. So let's get into, I've taken a little while, but let's take it into these 3 things that I can quickly share with you that can really help you to make better decisions. The first one is quite straightforward. It is to simply make more decisions. Don't stick around with not making decisions, because if you're not making decisions, then the universe or your boss or your parents or somebody else, maybe your boyfriend, your wife, is going to be making those decisions for you. And people, the psychology, the case studies show this, people who do not step up and make decisions for themselves and end up having decisions made for them are a lot less happy and a lot less fulfilled and a lot less confident than those people who make decisions. So step number 1 to better decisions is to start consciously making more decisions. Step number 2, and this is really the opposite, is stop avoiding making decisions. The biggest decision that we can make that stops us achieving things in life is to hold back from making decisions. There's something in your life right now where you've been not making a decision. Maybe it's a decision to get in better shape. Maybe it's a decision to start a business. Maybe it's a decision to go and ask that guy or girl out. But by not making a decision, it's the biggest decision of all that prevents you from feeling successful and creating real success in your life. Because it's a decision where, effectively, you're not going to get what you want, because it won't happen by accident. So you're better off to fail quickly by making the decision than to stick around and stay in your comfort zone. So step number 2 is stop avoiding making decisions. Finally, step number 3, and I've alluded to this at the beginning of the video, it is to know that all decisions compound. So it's not just about making that one decision, but to know to make those micro decisions every single day, and don't worry about climbing all of Everest. Just get the next 10 feet, and then from there, get the 10 feet after that. Learn to make micro decisions every single day, because remember this, successful people make decisions quickly and they stick with their outcome. Unsuccessful people are very inconsistent and flaky about decisions, and even when they make a decision, they don't go all in. If you're going to make a decision, rather make the wrong decision, go all in, as long as it doesn't hurt you, and then from there learn from it and see that there is no such thing as failure in decisions. By making the decision, at least you are moving forward. If it doesn't work out the way that you want, hey, you know what, maybe what you wanted wasn't what you needed, and maybe you got what you needed, because sometimes when we don't get what we want, we actually get life's best gift, which is what we need. So there are my top tips and my top ways for creating better decisions. There's a lot more I can talk about with this. I'm actually going to go enjoy Orlando for the day, so let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. This one isn't so much about sales, but it does relate to sales. If you're enjoying the videos, you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, because plenty more videos like this coming your way. I'll see you in our next video.